everybody. Welcome to Look Around Florida, January the 31st edition. Uh, so, gonna be kind of a laid back tonight. Talk about events, upcoming events, what some camps are working on and that. So, keep in mind, hey, Victor, how you doing tonight? So, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. There you go. That way I don't get a phone call to say why I said that. So, eh, man, it's been a busy month for several different camps. A lot of Lee Jackson dinners, Lee Jackson celebrations. I mean, hell, I was at one week, 2 weeks ago. Fun time, like I said, last show, fun time hanging out with the St. Pete boys. Uh, this Saturday, Leon Arthur, a good friend of mine, he's probably watching on YouTube. Uh, hey, Linda. Say, hey, what you doing? I said, not much, man. Why? You want to check out this Celtic store? So, boom, boom, load up the vehicles. We went. It's in Sarasota. I was surprised at because I've been online looking for different kilts and all that in my family pattern. Shut up, Victor. I know you're gonna say something in the chat. So, my family tartan. So we went up there. Leon and Delin did some research for me. Called them. They go, we think we got one that's not exactly to the tartan colors, but close enough. And I got it. You guys probably saw the pictures. Hey, Michael, I have a couple announcements and one sad one. So as soon as I get more people in the chat, I make those announcements. So Michael gave me a hard time on my picture. That's all right. I'm used to people giving me a hard time. Everybody in the chat knows that because everybody gives me a hard time. So it was a pretty cool store. Hey, Jeffro. It's a pretty cool store. It's in Sarasota. They have quite a bit of kilts there. Uh, they got one room. I know, Michael. I'm so used to getting. I'm so used to it. It's like second nature. So it's a cool store. I really enjoyed it. Besides having kilts, they had some literature there. I got one on Celtic curses. I haven't dived into that book yet. Hey, Kim. Uh, it's a pretty cool book. I know it's not. Yeah, Lee, you got a good point. You got the Highland Games coming to Tallahassee next week. Good point, Lee. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. I got quite a bit of stuff going on here. I love to go up there and hang out with my brothers and sisters with the SCV and OCR. I don't really get a chance to see that much other than going up there for division reunion or different events. So I want to give a shout out. I know she's in the chat. She's going to give me grief for it. So happy birthday to you, Linda Hudson. Ooh, that's good to know, Lee. So, Linda, happy birthday, and I hope many more to come to you. She is a big support. Her and Roy Hudson are very big supporters of the show. So, another big supporter of this show. Yeah. Yeah. most of you know me. If somebody says squirrel, I'm gonna look. I'll get back to that in a minute, Michael. Uh, so another big supporter of the show. If somebody will send him this stream, Jimmy Shirley, the unofficial division photographer. That's why I say unofficial. That's up to Calvin. But happy birthday, Jimmy Shirley. In my heart, in my mind, he's the division photographer. He's all over the state with his camera. So those are the two good announcements I want to make. Yes, Michael, you're talking about the one in Grandfather Mountain. A good friend of a distant cousin of mine, and she lives in your area, Beth Campbell, told me about it a few months ago. So that yeah, Jeffro, they're both told me about it. If you, Michael, you didn't know that me and Beth are somewhat distantly related on the McFall side. You got that right, Kim. I was just going to talk about that. February the 18th, the Florida Mechanized Cavalry and the Georgia Mechanized Cavalry are doing a meetup at the flag site in White Springs. So, uh, yeah, that's the same. I won't be able to make it to that one, Kim. That's the same weekend as my camp's biggest thing is the Everglades Seafood Festival for recruitment and all that. I like that, Michael. If you know anything about my family, anybody with the McFall gene, we're all talkers. My dad, I didn't get to know my grandfather because he died when I was 3 years old. From what I remember, my great grandfather, he was a talker. So, and the list goes on. Exactly, Lee. Orlusty's the same weekend as the White Springs event. Our division commander, Rick Roberts, and our division adjutant, Rick Roberts, like he said on last show, will be at Orlusty with Camp 1209 spread, their replica Hunley, the tents, cannons, their old TV van. They transformed it to uh, a mobile flag display. But the biggest thing is this Saturday, if you're gonna be, I know, yeah, headstone dedication for Alfred Nichols, Company C, First Florida CSA, Saturday, February the 4th, 2023 at 1 p.m. at New Hope Free Will Baptist Church, 3943 Sweet Pond Road, Greensburg, Jackson County, Florida. Uh, in attendance will be our past division commander and aide de camp, Kelly Crocker, our division adjutant, Rick Roberts, Finley's Brigade, Ned Roberts, commander. I'm not even going to pronounce that name because I'm going to butcher it. West Camp 1340C, 46, Robert Daffy, commander, will be in attendance. Cool, Lee. Take pictures. Remember, Lee, we have a community page on Look Around Florida. So if you guys go to an event and take pictures, please post them. That way I can use them on the follow-up show, and that way you guys are contributing also. You remember, hey Beth. So just like our division adjutant said last Tuesday, Start thinking of division reunion now. Get your applications and all that stuff in now. Hey, Cameron, long time no see, buddy. So, March 25th and the 26th is the 29th annual Battle of Narcoossee Mills. I'm going to that one. That's put on by the Jacob Summerlin Camp. As soon as they join the chat, they're perk up. That's Alice Andy Massey. Uh, with the Jacob Summerlin Camp will be hosting that event. Oh, cool, Jim. I mean, Kim. Oh, you guys gonna be doing School of Soldier at Narcoossee? Cool. You know what, Kim? Are you and Jim planning on doing that Friday or Saturday? Because I want to come and see School of the Sailor. So yeah, we got Olustee, White Springs coming up. The Gamble's Plantation 64th anniversary spring open house is this Sunday, March 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you do not know where Gamble's Mansion is, it's in between me and Tampa. I'm probably going to go to that one. Jeffro, are you available Sunday? Maybe we can meet up there. I kind of like Gamble's Mansion. It's close by, just right up the road, about an hour north of Maine. So a lot of cool events coming up. If you're like I was saying earlier, like our division adjutant was saying, if you're planning to go to the reunion, get your stuff in now. Also, this Saturday at 10 a.m. The American Legion Post in Arcadia, Florida, is doing an open house. Woo! They went through a lot. That we have SCV members that are in that American Legion Post in Arcadia. I'm going that one to show my support to my brothers and other veterans. So, because where that camp has their meeting and all that there at the American Legion. You got to remember, after the hurricane, that building was completely underwater. Yes, because that river there flooded. As the hurricane went through my area, Arcadia, all the way up to Orlando, it just dumped rain, and where did it go? All that water went in Arcadia, then eventually into my area. Good point, Dylan, if you're watching the show. So, the guy in charge of the American Legion Post has busted his butt, and various other American Legion members busted their butts to get it back in ready for this Saturday. So it's their first time they're doing an open house since the hurricane. So come and show your support. Remember, there's going to be other brothers there. Other than American Legion, there's also going to be SCV brothers there. That's right, Michael. Yeah, that's been a while since we did that event. So please show up this Saturday. Yeah. As soon as Kim Colors and Jim Odell wants to come on and talk about Raphael Sims. Hey, Dylan, welcome to the chat with the rest of the gang. Like I said, me, Dylan, and Leon spent a lot of time Saturday in Sarasota. After we get back to what I was talking earlier, after we got done with that Celtic store, as we were coming home, we were going by this old cemetery, and Leon goes, "I've heard rumors that there's a Confederate veteran buried in there." I'm like, "Well, let's stop and look." I love cemeteries. I've learned a lot in cemeteries. You get a name, you research the name, and all that stuff. Yes, I get sidetracked and I bounce around like somebody chasing raccoon. Most of you know that. So while we're in there searching, walking around the cemetery, looking at different dates and all that, uh, yes, Jeffro, I think everybody in the chat's going to be registering for Chiefland Motel. I know I am. So, as we were walking around this cemetery, we saw a bald eagle uh, flying around the cemetery. Uh, so we walked around. We must have missed it. So we were doing another walk around the cemetery, and sure enough, found it. Leon and Delin stood there while I ran to the truck and got a battle flag, and we placed a battle flag on it. It looked like a battle flag has been on him for a while. So he has a battle flag flying on him now. So that was a fun day Saturday. Didn't do much Sunday. Just vegged out, relax, kick it back. So I want to test something. I've been doing some testing on StreamYard, but since we're live, she got you, Jeffro. She got you. So I want to test something out while I'm live. Let me know if you can hear this through the show. Are you guys able to hear it or no? You guys hear any type of music? All right. I'm still gonna work on that. On trying to play music because thanks guys. Uh it was a sad couple weeks for the Florida reenactment community. I know Michael Hardy and Kim Colors, various others that reenact in the state of Florida. So this guy was a very good friend of mine. Talked me into going up to the reenactment at Bridgeport, Alabama. Twice. I didn't make it up the third time, but I've been up there twice with him, and I had fun. Hate to see him go. He has passed over the river. So let me do this. Whoop. God be General Goodrich. God be with you. You're free of illness and pain. Uh, I just want to pay my respect to you, sir. You've been a good friend of mine. We've talked about multiple different things. Uh, I know most of you in the reenactment community know this guy, and if you guys could in the chat, please say something that you remember about him. This is a fallen brother to the reenactment community. General, I salute you. Or so like that up. I'm going to give the salute I knew to you, General. May you rest in peace. I know Michael Hardy's dad and Goodrich were good friends. So this is the sad part. I had it lined up with music to pay tribute to him. Remember, we're celebrating life, his life. Uh, the good times that we had with this guy. Sorry, I did not make it up to the reenactment when they did a memorial service with him. Good point, Michael. Uh, this guy and my captain in the reenactment community were good friends. They both retired. They're both retired law enforcement. He had two mountain houndsers, and a Napoleon. The people that manned him are very good friends of mine. Uh, I know each cannoneer's name, and I could tell them right now, but I can't remember the artillery. Oh, Minton Light Artillery. That's it. It just dawned on me. I was one of those squirrel moments. I was thinking of Governor Milton. That popped in my head. Minton Light Artillery. Uh, they lost a good friend. I lost a good friend. I know Michael did, and various others. So, like I said, sir, may you rest in peace. So, that's why I said we had quite a bit of good news and what sad news. Goodrich died. What was it, Michael? About a month ago, or something like that. They did a service for him at the last up there at damn it, I can't think of the reenactment now. It's over there by Trenton. No, it wasn't Brooksville, because that event got canceled. It's just a little bit north of Brooksville. So they held a memorial service for him. Jimmy Shirley was there, took the pictures. Salute to Jimmy Shirley for taking those pictures for us that couldn't make it. Thank you, sir. So, with that, we talked about the open house this weekend. I just want to make sure I touch on everything. Yes, I just found it, Lee Norris. Yes, the Scottish Highland Games, January 14th and 15th, Central Winds Park, White Springs, Florida. Uh, wait, I'm an idiot on that one. Yes, thank you, Michael Hardy. Memorial services was this past weekend at Rennerger's Flea Market. I did not make it to that reenactment because Florida reenactor, it said to be determined. So a lot of cool events coming up. If you have an event, you want to get the word out, send me an email, direct message me on Facebook. You can even message me through YouTube. Because remember, we're streaming on YouTube now, so you guys can take those videos that's on YouTube, email them to your camp members, because they may not be on Facebook. They'll be on, that way they can watch it on the smartphone, like Jeffrey Cotton does. He watches it on his TV. Get the word out. We're here. Something live. Something about you in Florida. If you'd like to come on and talk about your ancestor, you can. I'm hoping to get Kim Colors and Jim Odell back on. That way we could talk about the Confederate Navy. Raphael Sims, per se. Uh, Raphael Sims' birthday is in September, right, Kim? So, we got quite a bit of cool stuff. When I hear of an event happening, I get the information and I post it on Look Around Southwest Florida on Facebook. We also have the 158th anniversary and the 46th annual reenactment Battle of Natural Bridge coming up Saturday, March 4th and March 5th. It is being sponsored by the Finley's Brigade and the Ann Jackson Chapter 224 of the UDC. I remember going to that reenactment years ago. It was always fun. On-site food service provided by the Tallahassee Elks Lodge. Ooh, exactly. Exactly, Mrs. Massey, about Narcoossee. Book, put that on a cracker or book it. I'm going to be there. I'm probably going to go live. I'm going to be in the reenactment. If I don't get yelled at by anybody, I'm going to try to sneak my phone out there and play dead one day and go live. But we don't like to have anything modern in our hands looking towards the crowd. So I'm going to try to be sneaky about it, but it's up to Al. I'm going to go live there anyhow to let you guys know the setup, interview with Sandy and Al. Sandy, are you going to be working the concession stand for that event? I know Al's going to be running around like a chicken with the head cut off. He usually is every year. And it's a fun event, you know. The pyrotechnics I've always enjoyed out there. You know, cavalry, infantry, militia. I do militia. Uh, home guard, depending on how you look at it. Anything to promote the cause. You know what I mean, brothers and sisters. That are how how our ancestors fought and died during the war. Yeah, it was gruesome, face to face type thing, in line. You think they would have went with a different tactic? Especially, it's the same format as our grandfathers did in the Revolution War. You know, uh, colonialists and British. Uh, my camera's messed up, so that didn't work out. But come out to any of the reenactments that are on our Facebook page, especially Narcoossee, so you get a better understanding of what our ancestors went through. Uh, yeah, that's right, Kim. That's the what do you call it? The reenactment for the Seminole War, right? March 11th. Kim, if you could get me a flyer or something on that event, be appreciated, buddy. That way I can post it on our Facebook page and get it out there. So, let me, for a lot of you don't know what Kim's talking about, there you go. And Mrs. Massey, this is what she was talking about. Like I was talking about Narcoossee, always been a fun event. Yeah, thanks, Kim, on that. Sims is September 27th. If that falls on a Tuesday that week, let me Kim, book your mark your calendar for the 26th of September. We're talking about Raphael Sims on that day. Thank you, Michael, for joining the chat. It's always a welcome and have a good evening. Trying to think of anything else coming up. Delenn, did they make a flyer up for that for Wagon Wheel yet? So I can get the word out. Thanks, Delenn. Yep. Yeah, Delenn, that's March 5th. But if you can get me a flyer on Wagon Wheel, I'll get the word out. Uh, that's usually oh, okay. Yeah, Wagon Wheel's a cool event. The SCV, the Cow Cavalry Camp puts out a recruitment booth. Uh, there's another guy in this camp puts that booth out for books. Uh, so I know the guy. That's the same weekend as Narcoossee. It's a fun event. It's at the Turner Center in Arcadia. So if you're looking for something new that's local, check out the Turner Center in March, late March. So from what I hear, it's a good event. Guys kick around. Jeffro, will the traveling wall be there? And nothing from Jeffro yet. So we're going to give Jeffro a couple minutes to let us know if the Confederate traveling wall is going to be there. If you've never seen the Confederate traveling wall, there's more names that need to be added to it. Thanks, Jeffro. If you can let me know, that'd be great. Or Dylan. Uh, if you've never seen the Confederate traveling wall, it's something the early camp had made up. It travels. Hit up Jeffro Cotton or David King if you want it at your event. It's cool. Uh, there's sections I borrowed it years ago, a couple years ago for the Major Head Footman Camp Christmas party. Uh, I, me, Jeffro, and a good friend of mine went up there and got it and brought it down. Yeah, Aaron Fifth, the camp commander for the Bogus camp. Went up there, got it, brought it down, and set it up at their Christmas party. It's cool to see. It's easy to put up. Oh, okay, Dylan. It's easy to put up, tear down, and put it back in the trailer, and off to the early camp it goes. So it's a cool thing to see. Uh, has quite a bit of Florida names on there. Uh, there's more. Jeffro? Donna said she had over 100 to 200 more names to be put on that wall. Something like that. Let me see if I have a picture of the traveling wall. If I do, it's a couple years old, so it give you an idea what the wall looks like. I am searching for it. I know I got a picture. That I do know. See, that's the thing about this chat. Some of the stuff is spur of the moment stuff, and I like that way. Oh, there we go. This was me about a couple years ago at the Battle of Dade City. Behind me is the traveling wall. Kind of give you an idea what it looks like. Uh, these are all Florida boys that are on this wall. It is cool to see if you've never seen it in person. SCV, OCR, RUDC members get a hold of Jeff Khan or David King to get it scheduled for your event. So it's pretty cool to see. It's a way to promote us in the SCV or OCR and our ancestors. I'm trying to. I think I got everything. I just want to make sure I did not miss anything. That I need to bring up. Give me a thumbs up if you're planning on going to Arkansas coming up. I know Jeff Kine is. I am. The Hudsons are going. There's quite a bit of the boys from St. Peter going. So in Arkansas is our national reunion. It's going to be a fun time seeing Jason Boshears, the Hudsons, people I don't really get a chance to see that much. I like hanging out with Linda and Roy, Jeff Rowe. The list goes on. If you're in the Florida division, you're going. Let me know. I'll give you my phone number, and we can meet up and have fun that weekend. Thanks, Dylan. Good point. Like I said earlier, like our division adjutant said last Tuesday, register for the division reunion. For what, Linda? Uh, cool. Klaus is going. Cool. Hey, Jason. Welcome to the show. Jason's on our YouTube channel. Jason, are you with an SEV camp, or are you looking for one? So that's pretty much it tonight, guys. Gonna was gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm always looking for guest speakers, so if you want to come on, talking about event, if you want to come on and talk about an event that you camp just did, you cleaned up a cemetery, whatever, hit me up. You know, you can get a hold of me either through you can message me through YouTube or you can message me through Facebook. I'd love to bring you on and talk about your project or even your ancestor. With that being said, we're gonna cut it to a show. That's all I got tonight. Short, sweet, to the point. I know I'm like a squirrel. I was just reading what Kim Keller's put on. So I'm gonna try something. I hope I don't get a phone call later. Like I said, I've been goofing around with StreamYard the last hour and see what I can do or what I can't do. With that being said, that's all right, Jason. Jason, if you contact our HQ at 1-800-MySouth, they probably can put you in touch with a camp in California. Uh, that's extremely behind the enemy lines, just like cousin Vinny is up there in New Jersey. Uh, exactly. So, with that being said, stay southern. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Uh, we're going to end the show with one of the videos of Faces SCV. Stay southern. I love every one of you.
When my mother was in college, she danced with Confederate veterans. To me, it wasn't that far away. You know, my father knew this. My mother knew this. Almost 50 years ago, I joined the Sons of Confederate Veterans. In those days, we weren't concerned about saving monuments or any of those things. That wasn't necessary. In fact, none of us had any remote idea that it would ever come up. We can't just sit there and react. We have to be proactive. Or, as Robert E. Lee said, the best way to disrupt your enemy's plans is to strike first. Everyone should do all in his power to collect and disseminate the truth, in the hope that it may find a place in history and descend to posterity. History is not the relation of campaigns and battles and generals or other individuals, but that which shows the principles for which the South contended and which justified her struggle for those principles. If you're looking for some place to be where you think you're going to accomplish something to save our history, go to the Sons of Confederate Veterans. I'm Thomas Lee Jesse. I'm a descendant of Private Daughtery Gilmer, a Confederate veteran.
Stay Southern. Don't let the bastard grind you down. Have a good night, all. Thank you for joining the conversation tonight.